This is a screen replacement for a Toshiba C55T A522 Digitizer replacement. First you have to peel off the inside plastic, then you have to peel off the sticky adhesive plastic. This touchscreen, like most of them, it's held in simply by the adhesive. It is not held in with any screws at all. We didn't do a video of us taking it apart because the customer had already smashed it. It was just us picking glass apart out of it. You have to get the edge connector in there perfectly. You don't. Once you push this down, there's no going back. Pulling it apart simply starts cracking the glass. So you get it all prepared. Also, make sure you clean it. Use a little alcohol, microfiber cloth. Once on the actual screen itself, once you glue this down, you can't get to it. You'll have a permanent smudge in there and an unhappy customer. You be careful not to pinch the Wi-Fi wires or the screen cable in there. I kind of work them out. They have little channels on the edges that you get them out through. Once they're done, you start snapping things down into place. Just a little bit of pressure around the edges. Just run along and squeeze. You'll hear it clicking together. It's a combination of snaps and adhesives that hold it in. No screws at all, like I said. Makes taking it apart a lot of fun. You gotta carefully go around the edge with a razor and keep prying until it comes apart. Once it's together, it will crack the screen getting it apart. So if it wasn't broke before, it's going to break, so you always have to replace the digitizer. Sometimes you can get lucky and heat the edges and peel it apart. You have to be really, really careful with that. Laptop bolts to the underside of the frame. So you just got to get the hinges lined up symmetrically so you can get the screws in. They both have to be at the same angle. Makes it a lot easier. Got to feed into the channels to make sure it doesn't get pinched. The screen cable, and the other cable is the USB cable for the webcam. Then these are the cables for the Wi-Fi. Same thing. There's a small channels they feed into. They're slotted. If you don't feed them in right, they'll get pinched in there and can potentially break. Then just put the bottom lid back on like any other laptop assembly. Next step is actually to take the keyboard out, because even though you push the cable through from the bottom for the screen, you have to snap it through and push it in on the edge connector on the other side under the keyboard. There's small little tabs. There's no screws holding the keyboard. There's small little tabs. You got to keep some pressure on them to get it to slide out, and then you snap the screen cable into the edge connector. Snap the keyboard back in, push it back down. And you have a working touchscreen. Simple as that.